Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm doing really well with recording videos lately, if I do say so myself. I mean, I'm just gonna pat myself on the shoulder right there for that, because boom, I'm amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna do a super fun video that I haven't done ever, I think, and this is really new for me, and like, it's very old trend, but you know, I'm never up to date with anything. So today I'm gonna do 25 get to know me tag questions. I feel like I have subscribers here that may or may not have been here from the beginning, and they all know that I'm trash, but they don't know how much of a trash bag I actually am. So here we have some 25 questions I'm going to answer for you guys, and if you like these sort of videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. We have a good time here on this channel. So the first question is, are you named after anyone? I am not named after anyone. I was actually meant to be called, I think, Anthony or Stephen. Stephen is actually in my name. My full name is Justin Stephen Coleman. So that is, I have a name in between there, but I'm not willing to share that with you guys just yet. So yeah, I was meant to be Stephen or Anthony or Justin, and my mother wanted a name that was unusual, something that many people didn't have at the time. And I'm still yet to kind of come across too many people that have the name Justin. I know of just two maybe, and then Justin Bieber obviously being the big celebrity that he is. When was the last time you cried? Okay, so this is going to be really silly and you guys are going to think I'm so dumb for this. But the last time I cried was actually last night when I went to the cinema with my boyfriend. I went to go see I Feel Pretty. And before the movie started, they played the trailer for the new Harry Potter movie, The Wizarding World, or whatever it's called. The new, I cannot fully even remember what it was called. But yeah, the Fantastic Beasts sequel. I watched that and I cried watching a trailer because I'm so passionate about Harry Potter. Third question, do you have kids? Straight up answer, no, I do not have kids. I'm only 22 years old and, you know, I have a boyfriend and we can't impregnate each other. So, you know, that's biology right there. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? See, that's a hard question because I feel like I'm an awful lot to take on sometimes, but then I'll often sit down and think, I'm such a great person. Why aren't more people talking to me? And, you know, here we are with that one. So I think it would have to be maybe... I'm unsure. I don't really know. I'd like to be friends with me because I know I'm absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I say I'm absolutely amazing, like I'm just full of confidence, when in reality, I am not. So the next question, do you use sarcasm a lot? I use sarcasm far too often, like beyond often. And I use sarcasm all the time. It's like I'm fluent in sarcasm at this point. Like I use it so often that it is unbelievable. So, yeah, no, I need to tone down on the sarcasm because I do actually end up really upsetting people and causing fights with others. So that is something that needs to be worked on. So, what's the first thing you notice about people? The first thing I tend to notice about people is I'm very drawn in by eyes. And I tend to kind of hold on to people's eye colours. And I know that sounds really unusual and really strange, but like eyes are a big thing for me. So if I'm speaking to someone or if I'm just freshly introduced to someone, I will look them right in the eyes and probably make them really uncomfortable. Like it's not a solid kind of like this looking at them, but I will kind of just glance up and just kind of like look them in the eyes. So it's usually eyes that I notice first. Scary movie or happy ending? So like I cannot deal with scary movies. Scary movies are a big no-no on my part, not a hope. I love happy endings. I'm so like I am beyond sensitive. Like the smallest bit of happiness could happen in a movie, or like any bit of like sadness could happen and I just burst into tears. So I love happy endings. I love them so much. Scary movies, no, I tend to stay away from them. Next question, my favorite smell. What is my favorite smell? See, I like an awful lot of smells and I have quite an extensive Britney Spears perfume collection, and that sounds really unusual, but I think if I were to pick a favourite smell, it would have to be Britney Spears' Fantasy perfume. I know that like every basic person has it ever, well not person, but like girl, mostly. Every girl has it. Like it was probably just, you know, the one in the pink bottle with the diamonds around it and the pink lid. It smells like cotton candy. It's so good. Like that does things to my brain and I'm just sitting there like I'm having the best time. So next question, what's the furthest you've ever been away from home? So the furthest I've ever been from home, I think, would probably be Spain. Yeah, I went to Spain when I was 16. I had an absolute great time. I went with my aunt and we had such a good time. Spain is such a beautiful country. We went to Calador. I don't know if any of you guys know it or know of it or if you've ever been, but if you ever get the chance, go to Calador. It is beautiful. So nice. I'd love to go to Spain again. My next question. Do you have any special talents? No, honestly, I really don't. The only thing I can do is like vibrate my eyes, and I really don't think that comes up on camera. Like, I've tried that so many times and it just looks like I'm staring into the lens. I can't sing. As a child, I used to be able to sing. I have a song actually recorded and it's on a CD that we made as children in school. So that's something I could do. I think I can dance. I'm unsure. Like, I've had people tell me, oh my god, you can't. Like, I pick up dance moves very, very quickly. I did hip hop for a while. I almost went to college to study dance, but that kind of fell through. But yeah, there's that. Look, I'll try and do the whole eye thing on camera, but I really don't think you guys are going to get this. Can you see it? Is anything happening here, or am I just staring into the lens again? I have no idea. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's something I can do. Next question. Where were you born? I was born in Ireland. I'm not going to give away the exact location in Ireland that I was born, because you can't be too careful with people on the internet. So I am, you know, I'm going to tell you guys, I was born in Ireland. I am from Ireland. I'm currently living in Ireland. What are your hobbies? My hobbies... I hate this question because then I instantly go blank and I sound like I'm the most boring person on the planet, but I love going for walks. I love just having family and friends time. I love listening to music is a big part. I love just listening to music and relaxing, and that's happiness for me. And going to concerts. I've been to a concert every year since I was 15 years old. I'm currently 22. Sometimes I've been to like 2 concerts in a year, or other times it'll be just the one. But like, I love concerts. I go to them all the time, and if you guys can't tell, I also collect Bratz dolls. I know that's really strange, and most of them are naked at the moment, so that's even weirder. So like, you know, I'm just kind of a weird naked Bratz doll collector. No, I'm kidding. I do want to get clothes and stuff for them, and I like to read, and I just love to watch YouTube, and like, there's a few other hobbies, but I don't feel like they're important. Do you have any pets? I do not. I don't have any pets. Unfortunately, my pet died like 2 years ago, and I'm very scared to get another pet because I couldn't have another animal just yet. But my partner has like 16 mice, which is insane. Having said that though, he takes such good care of them. They are constantly clean, fed. He handles them like every day, so they're kind of interacted with humans, so they won't like bite, they don't run, they're not skittish. He loves them. I'm partially allergic to mice, so I can't really spend too much time with them. But I do have a favourite, and at home my mother loves animals, so she has a dog and 3 cats, and unfortunately we had 4, but again, that was the cat that died 2 years ago, and I loved her so much. She was like a child to me. Like, I adored that cat. So like, they weren't my animals directly, but when I was living at home with my mom, you know, as a child or a teenager, you're like, oh, these are my animals. They weren't mine, they're her animals, but you know, they lived with me. Next question. Do you have any siblings? No, I do not have any siblings. I don't think I'd want siblings. I can't handle other people for too long. I know that sounds really silly, but if I'm around people too long, I get really narky and sarcastic. Again, that results back to the question I had before. I suffer really bad from sarcasm, and people just bother me. I enjoy my own time. I like being by myself. Like, when my boyfriend's at work, I'm like, okay, I'm spending time by myself doing nothing. It's great. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I'm 22 years old, and I still struggle to know what I want to do. I mean, leaving school as well, I was like, I haven't a clue. I left school when I was 17 years old. Well, I didn't leave. Like, I completed school, the full term of school. I finished. I did my exams. Blah blah blah. I'm very unsure of what I want to do next. I've worked in retail. I thoroughly enjoy retail, but obviously that's not the end goal for me. I'm hoping I might be able to think of something. That sounds so sad. But yeah, as of yet, I'm very unsure. Who was your first best friend? Okay, so my first ever best friend, I'm trying to think back as far as I can. Okay, so my first ever best friend was probably my mother's friend, her son, if that makes sense. So yeah, that does make sense. My mother's friend at the time, her son Brandon, we used to get up to so much trouble. Like, it was so funny. Like, we'd just run around the housing estate and just get up to absolute havoc and spend so much time together. Like, he was like a brother to me. That's how often we hung out. Like, he was so much fun. Unfortunately, I don't see him as much anymore. I think he's busy doing his own thing, and you know, you fall out with like your childhood friends. They're not people you spend loads and loads of time with as you get older. So yeah, how tall are you? Okay, so I am 5'11". I don't know if I have any American viewers. I honestly have no idea how tall that is in whatever way the Americans measure people. But I know I am 5'11". I am very, very close to 6 foot tall. Funniest moment throughout school. Okay, see, I could do a full video on this. This could give me many ideas for a funny video. But school, as you guys can probably imagine, wasn't the best time for me. I didn't get bullied very much. It was just, I got into so much trouble because I was so sarcastic and just got into so much trouble because of it. But one thing that stands out to me is when we had a sports day and we were in the basically the big pitch. We all left school, we went to a separate GAA pitch, and we were throwing the javelin. I have pictures of this, and I will probably do a separate video now that I've thought about it. But there was a girl about to throw the javelin, and I was friends with her at the time, and the teacher was talking and giving us basic instructions, and he turns around and starts talking, and I just turned around to him and I said, "Excuse me, sir, you might want to talk a bit louder because she can't hear you very well, she's deaf." I made this up now, like obviously the girl wasn't deaf, I was just trying to be cheeky as usual. And the girl looked very confused, like, "What are you talking about, Justin? Like, I'm right here, I can hear him." And then the teacher basically shouts in front of the entire class, "Can you hear me? Is everything okay?" And then, of course, I nearly died laughing because she was so embarrassed, and it was just hilarious. I think I probably will end up doing a full video for you guys on all the things that went down at school, because there's so many. So, how many countries have you visited? I've actually only been to 2. I've been to England. I'm returning in July. I'm so excited for that. I've been to Spain when I was 16, as I mentioned. So they're the places I've been, but I'd love to go to the likes of Tokyo. I'd love to go to Barcelona. I'd love to go to, well, I know that falls in place with the whole Spain thing, but again, I'd love to go to Barcelona. I'd love to go to America, maybe not right now when Donald Trump is president, because I don't want to be there for that. Hawaii, like there's so many places I would love to visit, like so many beautiful countries. Next question. Okay, so what was your favorite and worst subject in high school? So in school, I have to say, this stands out already. Oh wait, no, hold on. My worst subject, see now. No, I need to be brutally honest with you guys. Okay, so I did accountancy, which, why? Why, you might be thinking? Why would Justin do accountancy? I was so bad at accountancy. It was god awful. I hated it. So yeah, I did that. That shouldn't have happened. And along with that, I was doing maths anyway, and I was failing at maths. So it was like accountancy and maths, they're very much the same thing. And the two of them kind of led to really bad times. Again, there's so many stories that I can tell you guys from school. I think my favourite could have been, my personal favourite was English. Like, I loved English. I'm so passionate about English. Like, I loved English. Like, doing the reports, the creative writing. I loved that. It was so much fun. But I think the one I did the best in, surprisingly, was geography. But it wasn't a personal favourite of mine, but I did very well in geography. What is your favourite drink, animal, and perfume? Okay, so my favourite drink, this is going to sound really basic, but I just love water. Water is so good, and for someone who constantly drinks water like myself, I can tell you right now, all water does not taste the same. Tap water is disgusting. I love filtered water. Filtered water is great, but bottled water, sometimes you get the good bottled water and the bad bottled water, so it all kind of depends on the bottled water you get, but I love water. Why did I say it like that? Water. There's a T in there. My favourite animal is a cat. I love cats so much. Like, I think they're so precious, and when I see like kittens and just small animals, I just want to pet them and love them. Like walking home yesterday, I just seen this little tail around the corner of a wall, and I was just like, oh my god, there's a cat. So I had to crouch down on the ground on my knees, like I just kind of like call it over, and then it came over and started rubbing off me and let me pet it, and I nearly started crying. Again, super sensitive and emotional here, but oh my goodness, I love cats. I love them so very much. My favorite perfume. Okay. Again, you guys are going to be, if you're a long time viewer of this channel, you're not going to be surprised when I say it's a Britney Spears perfume. I have so many. I keep looking up to find out what is my favorite one, or it could be the Little Mix one actually. No, it's not. I think Fantasy, the Nice remix, it's so soft and like really nice. It smells like fresh clothes, if that makes sense. Like it's so light and kind of summery and airy, but like if you spray it on, you're not gonna stink. Like you're not gonna smell like this super girly feminine thing. It's like fresh clothes and it's so nice. I love that. What would you have? What would you or have you named your children? If I were to have a kid, see, at the moment, I'm still very young. I wouldn't ever think about children until I'm at least in my 30s. But I think a name I've always loved. I've always loved, and they're so basic and like nothing extravagant. I love the name Connor. I think that's such a nice name. Or Kevin. I like the name Kevin. I like the name Connor. Girly names maybe, because I've given you guys names now. Maybe I like the name Isabel. I love that. That's a nice name actually. I just thought about that on the spot. I really like the name Isabel. What sport do you play or have you played? I don't play sports, but I have actually tried sports in the past. I've tried basketball, that fell through. I tried football, that fell through. I tried Gaelic, that didn't work out. I think the only thing I properly stuck to maybe was hip hop, and that was great, but I had to leave that because it was only a school thing, and obviously once I finished school I couldn't go back. Hip hop was so much fun. I love that. That was great. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, so when I'm on YouTube, who do I usually look for? I love Graveyard Girl. Graveyard Girl is so much fun. I love when she does the does this thing really work. That is a great time. See, I'm very unusual with like YouTube videos. Like I like BuzzFeed. I like them too, but they're not really YouTubers. That's kind of a big company. See, I'm trying to think. I know that there's loads of people. I love James Charles. I love his videos. I love makeup videos. I'm so into like makeup videos, and I feel like Vanessa Hudgens when she's like, I'm so into voting right now. I'm so into makeup right now. No, but like I never try makeup. I never ever. I don't think I could ever fall into that. I could love it, but like I'm just too scared to try. But I love James Charles. I love Manny MUA. I love Jeffree Star, Gigi Gorgeous, Graveyard Girl, BuzzFeed. Who else do I love? They're just kind of the most people that I look at. I kind of just go into recommendations and kind of browse from there. What's the next question? Okay, how many girlfriends / boyfriends have you had? I have never had either really up until now. I'm currently in a relationship with someone. It's my first ever relationship, and we're going into our second year. Like, so things are going really well. And yeah, that's all I'm really going to say there, because I feel like the more you put out about your relationship on the internet, the more prone it is to problems. So very happy. Yeah, and I just want things to continue with the way they're going. Favorite memory from childhood? This kind of falls into everything, but I think my favorite memory from childhood would just be kind of spending time with my nanny. Like, I love that woman so much, and thank God she's still around, still alive, still happy and healthy, and I love that. But it's just those times where we'd go like shopping together, or she brought me to Santa's Magic Kingdom. This was a huge thing indoors. There was a huge like slide and a chocolate river, and it sounds really silly, but it was so much fun, and I love spending time with her. How would you describe your fashion sense? I think my fashion sense would be smart casual, if that makes sense. Like, this is all really comfy what I'm wearing now. Like, I'm very much kind of like just this shirt. It's casual, but I like the pattern on it. I like to look smart but casual at the same time. Nothing too extravagant. I probably would wear really extravagant things if I could, like, you know. What phone do you have? I have an Android. I was actually looking to find it for you guys. I'm filming with it. So I have the iPhone S8, the 16 gig model, and I have a memory card in it, so if you guys want to know that. I don't like Apple. I've had Apple in the past. I've broken many Apple devices. I've put a knife through some of them have spontaneously combusted or melted. I've jailbroken a few of them and then they stopped working. So, you know, I've such bad luck with iPhones because I feel like they're very restricting. With Android, you can do anything you want with an Android. You want a free app, you download the free app. But if you're on Apple, you have to, like, you know, have to use all these separate applications to get this on, and I'm just not bothered. Tell us one of your bad habits. Okay, so one of my bad habits is probably biting my nails. I'm really bad at biting my nails, or scratching myself inappropriately in certain places. Like, that sounds so bad, but like, it's true. If I get an itch and I'm really itchy, like, I'll have to scratch that. Or sarcasm. Sarcasm is a bad habit of mine. Like, I will all, like, people get so mad at me because of it. So, that was it actually. That was really fun. I enjoyed that. I feel like you guys know a little bit more about me now, which is good. So, if you guys like these tags, I can do more tags. I can get my boyfriend in on one of these tags if you guys are down. Like, we can make a really fun video together. Just see what happens. So if you guys like this, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with your friends or someone who you might think would enjoy it. So until next time, guys, see ya, peace, bye, like, love you, ciao, people.